Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Saur Darkchylde, and welcome to the start of a new list on Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, you've already seen me complete this game, but if you want to know what happens in the original story, I'll put a link in the original playlist down in the description. Today, we're starting the new storyline called The Frozen Wilds, which is a DLC add-on to this game, which I got because I purchased the completion pack for this game a while ago. So I can jump into this game immediately. Where you want to go is, you want to go all the way up to where Aloy is there on the map, and you'll be encountering a, who is it? A random NPC character that will give you a side quest to enter into the Frozen Wilds here. Into a new territory he called the Cut. And since I took care of Hades and the Eclipse Cult, there's really nothing to do here in the Sacred Lands, so we're going to be going into the Frozen Wilds today. Fair warning, the enemies here are said to be tougher than the enemies we've faced so far. And the recommended starting level for this is level 30. I am well over level 30, and I think the armor that I have should be suffice in defense for how to defend myself in there against these new machines. If not, then we got a problem. Good job, Aloy. Pausing for a second. Okay, got that done. And I made sure my supplies are good before coming here.
This'll come in handy.
What's that? Demonic Scorcher.
This one's a new predator. I can see the heat coming off it.
Have at thee. Let's see how tough you are. Ooh. Damn. Okay. Now I see why this is so tough. I'm starting to think this was somewhat of a mistake coming here. I know fire is not going to do much good on him, but I thought I can overheat him, that way I can get him a little easy. At least we got his armor off. I'm gonna need tougher weapons to face this thing. If that's just a sample of... If this is just a sample of what I'm in for... Boy, we're gonna be in for a rough time here. Holy cow. Well, it may have been a rough fight, but I'm still gonna try to go through with this. I'm not sure if this adds to the story or if it's even canon, but I'm gonna go for it. Damn, this is quite a climb.
Everything's freezing. The ground, the air, me.
Trust me, Aloy, I have a feeling the cold will be the least of our problems for this.
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
The Frozen Wilds.
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
We'll see about that.
Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village, too. What's it for?
We're in the settlement. Alrighty. Guess nobody's gonna talk to me because I'm an outsider.
To get the Mucus to know that death may rise up to meet you at any moment. Trust that I'll She
Must be
returned
something big going
us,
on.
they said.
Most of the village
And
is
yet
in
here we
outside
are,
smoke.
waiting.
How long will Araya stay in retreat, out in the wilds?
Sorry, excuse me.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrand, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead, but not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Nighthawks? Oh yeah, I forgot, this tribe is in communication with machineries.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for, falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Aurea's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth. Filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Oh, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed him.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What are these Wericks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Wericks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Wericks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Werick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Araya. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I want to know more about this daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Araya. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rasps. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if
What's
Aratak
wrong with
can
the
tell me
old
more
way of
about Araya
painting?
or Thunderstone.
Why does Sakuli
Maybe
overcomplicate
worth a
things?
shot?
Now, where do I want to go? Quite possibly over there. Maybe I should talk to Alratek?
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
Hopefully you can give us some info.
Araya knows about this daemon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last, till the Karja seek war again.
Did your Werik come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the demon. But I was born here, and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
This Daemon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I have put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
Alright. Looks like our first side quest is over there.
Hasakuli earned Orea's
Wonder
friendship.
what they're gonna need us to do. It's either a side quest or an errand with these exclamation points.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Lelai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place, and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now. But our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent? Deep Din.
Okay.
Silenced by rising waters.
And there's a nearby merchant.
Silly waste of time. Painted cliff or no painted cliff.
Hello, what do we got here? But I don't have their kind of currency, so I can't really get any of these. Maybe later. Maybe later.
Challenges we face remain.
For now, let's just keep going with the story.
No more music.
For as far as I want to go. On to the next yellow diamond of the story.
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this Daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Orea. To do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north.
Another exclamation point? I'll talk to him later.
Outlander, wait a moment.
And these bandits.
Unless they interact with me first.
That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear, I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified. the help of the Old Ones. Far north of here, there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past. Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Alright, that's our first errand. Now let's see if I can get on with the story a bit before anything else.
I know what to do.
Grab a few healing items along the way if I can. Is that a goat? Yeah, that's a mountain goat. We're definitely in new territory.
I get it.
Campfire discovered where? Right there.
Outlanders. Large outlanders.
A woman now stands as sun.
That must be Naltuk, looking out at it. It looks like it's sending out a
Ooh, that's new.
signal. Naltuk?
Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergrand told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Oseram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. What can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut. The daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
That's a new one.
Aratak said this daemon was frenzying machines.
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the daemon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before. A corruption. But it wasn't from your daemon.
You have? Well, then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
No. Those are new to me too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
Will you tell me where Araya went?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the answers I need.
There's but one voice Araya wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
Alright, you want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait! Will you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Araya.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is.
Okay, we're dealing with long legs. And what other machines?
Kill the machines. The tower. We might be able to destroy it. Or override it.
Dealing with the long legs and a scraper. I'm more worried about the long legs than the scraper. that'll give us an edge. Let's make this quick. Wrong one. Wrong one! Turn around, Aloy! Wrong machine. Wrong machine again. Okay, I override that machine, and I killed all the others. Let's see what he has to say for this. And there's a tall neck in the area.
Seems I can take care of the machines and towers. The daemon's next.
You claimed its power for yourself somehow. Perhaps Aurea should meet you after all. What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine, a great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Bergren told me you're Aurea's apprentice.
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the blue light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Aurea's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me, an aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Were you with Aurea when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Aurea and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
How do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Aurea at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
Okay.
Right. I guess I'm off to the ice rasps to find this shaman's path.
First things first, I kind of want to find the tall neck. Fill out the map. First I need to show where it is on the map. Actually, I'm not too far from it. How about that? Let's download the map data from it. If I can. Are those what I think it is?
A Tallmadge? What did it take to knock one of those over? They're built to last.
these ones are regular. No, they're not. That's a demonic. And there's a demonic. Demonic, but the ones I'm actually trying to scan is a bird. Glenhawks. I best steer clear of those. How do I get to the top of the Tallmadge? Oh wait, that is the Tallmadge! It's frozen! Oh dear. I'm gonna have to clear out this place if I want to get to that. No, thank you. But I've got no choice. Okay, how many scrapers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 of those. I'm guessing 2 of those hawks. Boy, I'm in for a rough time if I'm dealing with those. Take care of the land creatures first, then we'll get to that. Or I can find another way up and I can deal with just the birds. Ah. Here goes nothing.
This Tallmadge is probably holy to them. See what it sees.
You're going the wrong way. That's right, just a little closer. Alright, that's all 4 of them. What's left are the 2 Glenhawks. This is not gonna be fun, especially based on how tougher the enemies are gonna be now. Here we go. And we are so gonna die.
Could be something around that my focus will see.
The weakness. I think I'm using it. And the fight begins. We got incoming.
what's inside its head.
I can't fill out the map on this tall neck, which might unfortunately mean that I'm gonna have to fill out the map the old hard-fashioned way. Exploration. Which means I'll bring it here to an end for today's episode of Let's Play Horizon Zero Dawn: The Frozen Wilds. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, hit that like and subscribe button, leave a comment if you want, ring the bell to be notified when our next video comes out. We do new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and occasionally Saturday and Sundays. Till the next video, this is Saur Darkchylde, signing off. Have a good night, folks.